Hey, it's your girl KB back with another review for Real Housewives of Potomac. Late in the mug, but here we go. Season 9, Episode 8, Healing, Thriving, Surviving. Okay? Healing and I'm thriving. Like, why did she say it that key? We'll get there. This episode was real meh, but Ashley's lack of vocals and Mia's lack of sense were pretty much the highlights of this episode. So we start at this GNA wellness event. Giselle is in her confessional, like, we started GNA and people have been saying it's a flop, but we're moving in a different direction, okay? We're moving to health and wellness. So people have been saying it's a flop, and it is. That is incredible to me. That has to make you reflect on yourself. I feel like GNA flopping was also a part of the humbling of Giselle on why she's more likable this season. She's saying that she needs this show. This is your livelihood. You're not one of those girls that can create a product, push it out, and it be successful enough to sustain you. You literally showed us that. And even with Every Hue Beauty, she claims that after COVID, the manufacturing of it all and everything. But I'm like, that must mean it wasn't doing well anyway, because if it was doing good before COVID, you just would have changed that formula. Hey guys, new formula. Address it in a video on live and call it a day. Let them people buy up your makeup. But the fact that she did not revamp it leads me to believe it was not doing that well anyway. And here is GNA also failing. So Giselle needs to understand this is because you're not likable, boo. We don't want to put money in your pockets if we don't like looking at you anyway. Sure, you'll have a few hundred, a few thousand, I'm sure, fans, and thousands of people that will like you. But the percentage that it would take to fill up your pockets and keep you living in the lap of luxury that you're used to, it ain't there, boo, and it ain't there. So, yeah. All of the girls are there at this event except for Karen and Jassy. And Stacey done brought Big Booty TJ with her too. Giselle, they up there, thanking the people for the event. They do like looks like a little, jazzercise Zumba, light Zumba type of workout that they do. And Giselle gets up there and introduces Ashley, my friend and business partner, our very own international pop star Ashley, with Healing and Thriving. Wendy is like, everybody reacts to it. Everybody's like, oh my God. Stacey's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this. Wendy's like, Ashley, no. Healing and I'm thriving. No, not just surviving. Hey, putting in look at the preview. Y'all, every time I hear this song, it truly gives me medication commercial. It's definitely giving Valtrex or Kesimpta or somebody's medicine commercial type of jingle. I cannot with this song, but Ashley is giving her all, okay? Stacey's in there like, she put forth such an effort to hit those notes. It was horrible. It was like the worst thing that I've seen somebody get up on a stage and seriously do in a while. I think, who was the last housewife who had a goofy little song? Twirl made his way, so I can't even say Twirl. Who was it? Would it be Portia or Nene? They ain't never performed their songs though, so I can't even say them. It was terrible. So after this, they go off to the side, and Mia brings up Gordon and Ink. Every time she gets to these ladies, she sits down to volunteer a message and information, a story of how Gordon is so manic and this is why he's so terrible for my life. Pity upon me, ladies. Pity upon me. And it's like, Mia, no. Everybody just be looking at her. They're over it. She brings up Okay, Gordon was on another manic episode, and we were all having a conversation. We're supposed to be talking about the kids, and Gordon ends up going off on Ink. He calls him an adulterer. He tells him that, I went to the baby chop shop, and, how are you going to tell somebody what I did with my buddy? With my buddy. And everybody is just looking concerned yet disgusted. Everybody is just looking like, "Ugh." And that's why I had to make Giselle's face, put that on the daggone card for this episode, the thumbnail, because everybody was just truly wondering, why are you volunteering this information for one? Giselle in her confessional, like, this isn't news, this isn't tea, this isn't cute, like, girl, what is going on? Also, I'm sure Giselle is over here squirming in her seat, upset and seething at the fact that she does not have Robin here to talk about these things with. And speaking of Robin, y'all, we haven't seen her in the background of no events. Have they had a lot of events? Well, I guess they've been out of town. And this is Wendy's event, so but like, I would think that we would see Robin in the background of Giselle's event. So this is one event Giselle has done, and then when they did the event where Jazzy closed the door on Ashley, that's two events, and we did not see Robin in the background of those events, did we? Don't tell me these two ain't as close no more if they ain't co-workers, but they still do their little podcast, right? I'm sure they have to still do their podcast. So I'm surprised that we did not see Robin in the background of either of the GNA events. And yeah. So they're wrapping up this little scene. They join in hands for First Lady Giselle to put her church hat on and pray for Karen in this case. Speaking of Karen, we see her getting ready to go to court, but it ends up getting pushed back. So they got her out here looking like Wednesday Addams for nothing. Later on, we see Giselle ask her, okay, so what were you channeling? She said innocence. I said, because it was giving Wednesday Addams, Karen. The little collar, baby, she said, put them boobs away. What she be calling them? What's her boob's name? Because, she, Coco and Chanel. No, that's Portia's. Coco and Chanel. I can't remember. Denim? No, that's Ashley's is Denim and Diamond. And Wendy's is Happy in this. What is Karen's boob's name? I cannot remember. I'm upset with myself. I remember everybody else on the Karen's boob's name. And Portia's. The girls be naming their implants, but what if Karen covered them implants up for that day? Okay. So the girls go out to eat, and of course they're just there to talk about Karen. If they even eat, I think they just maybe had some drinks. Giselle wants to FaceTime Karen, and Mia was like, oh, well, you should text her before you call, just to make sure she's not drunk. Stacey's like, but she doesn't drink anymore. Karen doesn't drink anymore. And Mia says, well, if she don't drink no more, then I don't have sex. And Stacey goes, oh, well, she's definitely an alcoholic. And they were just like bust out laughing. Wendy is just side-eyeing this whole exchange like she's not feeling it. And I feel like Giselle was kind of the same way too. And later on, we see Ashley at home. She is celebrating her birthday with her mom, her Uncle Lump, and his family. Uncle Lump is over here to do the yearly divorce talk with Ashley because I'm sure at this point he is sick of having to have this conversation with her every so often. So Ashley's sitting there talking about, for her birthday, she's going to do a hike on Sunday, but on her actual birthday, the day that she was born, Wendy is having her birthday party, even though it's after her birthday party. She was like, yeah, 6/8/88. And I said, come again? Excuse me? And I be watching the episodes with my mama, y'all. So when she said that, my mama just looked at me. She said, I said, did she say what I think she said? She said, y'all got the same birthday. I was like, ugh, I'm about to throw up on myself. I got the same birthday as Ashley Darby, but I'm a year after, so whatever. But yeah, she goes about some, they had a whole party for Wendy in North Carolina. I said, girl, bye. Y'all was in y'all PJs and twerked for 5 minutes and went to bed. At least you'll be having way more fun on your birthday than Wendy has. So enjoy the drinks and free party. Speaking of the party, Wendy's all white affair. It's in a house on the water. She wants to do a boat entrance, but it ain't no dock. So she just gonna do some donuts because when she was looking on there, she was like, I will fall and break my neck trying to walk up on this stuff. So she's just gonna do some donuts, call it a day. Child, she did them donuts, and wherever she had to dock to, did she have to walk from there? Because it seemed like it took forever for her to get to her own party after doing them donuts. They was joking about it later on. She was like, well, I thought it would be forever. I was like, Wendy, follow the sound of my voice. She was like, girl, I don't know. I was just out there having fun. And she was like, oh, but the way y'all talking, y'all sound like y'all gotta tell me something. But we'll get there. We ain't even there yet. I'm just skipping ahead. But yes, Ashley's there at the party. And of course, she's telling anybody who will listen that, yeah, it's actually my birthday. Yeah, I was gonna wear rainbow to represent me and my, fluorescence and all of my quirkiness. But I said, all right, Wendy, I will wear white to your Blanco party, even though it is after your birthday and it's actually on mine. Okay. Child, we see Wendy mom and Mia. They kind of have a little talk. Wendy's mom says, for once I put you in my prayers. Because remember, when Mia was talking mess about Wendy's mama, saying that she was a witch, and when they saw the little crow out there, she said, is that your mama? She was talking mess, so Wendy mama had went online and did one of them little sanctified Holy Ghost reads down on Mia. So, yeah, they just gonna have a little talk. Mia's gonna apologize for bringing her mama all into this mess. I'm like, a mess it was. So they're sitting there. They're confused that Ink is there because remember, Mia just told them last time she saw them that Ink said that he would remove himself if it was a trigger to Gordon. He would just remove himself for this relationship for a while, I guess, or whatever, because he don't want him feeling no type of way. They're like, y'all just said this, but now he's here with you, whatever. We see Eddie's siblings did show up, but they're not speaking to Wendy's mom. So her and the sister are kind of having a little side conversation about that. But they end up speaking to Wendy, I believe. And, just knowing that whole side stories makes it understandable on why Wendy is so willing to make up with Giselle. Like, she is turning 40. She is turning over a new leaf. She don't need to go into a new decade with negative energy. She's making up with her in-laws. Might as well make up with Giselle as well. Makes sense. So TJ is over there with Stacey, and he is being mean AF, y'all. Oh, so you remember me? You remember that I'm here? Well, you need to get it together. She was like, I was looking for you. I went over for a second to talk to the girls, and then I was looking for you because they did show that he was over there talking to Ray. Ray was like, I had a personal desktop in '97. I said, okay, okay. It was funny just kind of them piecing together that little piece of that conversation. But he was kind of talking to a couple of people, but not much. He was not working the room like you would expect. I said, so if this, because I was thinking that, okay, TJ might be, and then he's doing this with Stacey to make himself known. I'm an actor. Book me for some roles. But the way he is like not working this room at all, not being charismatic. So even if it's not somebody in the room that could make an opportunity for you, show the cameras that they need to be on you. Like, come on, TJ, what is we doing? He was being very, very mean. She tries to be like, TJ, I'm sorry. And like touches him. He's like, take your hands off me. Being totally ridiculous. Ashley makes a comment about how she basically needs to boss up to TJ. And I'm like, okay, I guess Ashley, she would boss up to Michael. If you shut down this restaurant, that will be the end of this marriage. That's the scene I always go to in my head. Because she would talk crazy to him, but at the end of the day, he had the purse string, so she would just have to go back with her tail tucked between her legs. But she did boss up when need be if push comes to shove. So we see the ladies coming back together. Like I said, this is when they're talking about Wendy's entrance, how long it took her to get there, girl. You was just out there doing them donuts. But it was cute, girl. She was like, I don't know, girl. I just had a good time. But I feel like y'all finna give me some bad news. What happened? What happened? Giselle was like, oh, no, 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 baby. Not you. But Mia, we're disgusted. We are above this. And we don't know about you, okay? She is not like us. And I'm like, Giselle, she's exactly like you. She spread her own tea, whether it be completely true or not. But let's not forget, you be spreading rumors on people's husbands. You even went as far as to saying, well, it was rumored that you was going to go as far as to say that Monique's child wasn't her husband, it was her trainer. So for you to be so disgusted at these things that Mia is saying about herself, it's like, baby, please let's not forget, because you literally was doing this to somebody else. And let's not forget the allegations on Candace's husband saying that, you know, basically he touched up on you and made you feel uncomfortable and stuff, like he was some SA'er. Girl, the way Giselle be trying to act like she is so above Mia and her antics, it is insane to me, because like everything that she's saying about yourself, you've tried to spread about others. It's just she ain't got Robin to back her up no more. So she can't go against the grain, or she can't be all regular Giselle, because she clearly had that sitting down too. That talk that she told them that they need to have with Candace, they had with her. They had with her. And you could tell, but she be getting on my nerve acting like Mia is just so disgusting. Girl, she is, but so is you. Okay. So everybody's just like, yeah, girl, didn't you just say that, you know, he's a trigger, Ink is a trigger for G, and then here you are with him, and then the next day after saying that, we see on Instagram you doing a whole photo shoot, y'all at the pool with the kids, the three of y'all taking shots. And so Stacey's like, what? Mia said, I can't help it if the fathers of my kids get along. And everybody in unison, fathers? I thought Gordon was the father of your children. Fathers. And that's where the episode goes off, y'all. So we're going to pick up with that. I'm interested to see what more Mia does to discuss the ladies in the way that they currently are, because all of the interviews that most of these ladies are doing, they're just like, yeah, what Mia did was too much, it was unforgivable. It's just they acting like they are seriously over Mia because y'all blew her head up. I blame Carlos King for blowing her head up and having people blowing her head up thinking that she's the it girl, she's the star of the show. Yes, you have the most mess going on, but you're still not like the face of the franchise. You will never be. You will never be. So that's the part that really, y'all did this. This is the monster that y'all created. You little Mia loyalists. People just love her so much for the mess that she brings. Like I said, it'd be a good mess, but it's definitely more 11 hip hop than Real Housewives of Potomac. But that's it, y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know what y'all think. If y'all got some tea on what Mia did, because y'all know all this stuff be in the blogs half the time. But yeah, like the video, y'all. I'm gonna come later on today and do a Kendrick music review, because he got the people pressed. So that'll be coming later on today. Until next time, a few hours. Bye.